Welcome back to Consumer Update. Thanks so much for joining us. Air Rescue Air Conditioning first opened in 1946 as Shepherd's Air Conditioning and Heating. That name stuck around till 1995 when the name changed to Air Rescue AC. And while the name has changed, their commitment to excellence hasn't. Here to tell us more is Joe Lane, the General Manager for the Tampa market. Thanks so much for joining us.
Thanks for having me, Kelly.
Well, air conditioning is something that you don't think about, but it's so necessary.
Absolutely, especially here in Florida.
Exactly. Tell me a little bit about, Air Rescue.
Well, Air Rescue, we've been one of the largest and oldest service providers in the market for quite some time now. We're founded on a couple basic principles. Our biggest thing is training and commitment to excellence. All of our technicians go through about 200 hours of continued education every year. So,
really?
Yeah.
200 hours.
So what that means is our guys know what they're working on when they get out to the house. We stock their trucks to make sure that they can do the job right the first time, and you don't have to deal with us too many times because we know, although we are nice people, you don't want us in your house that much. You want us to get in, get out, and just be gone.
And we want it to be done right because there's nothing worse than being cold or hot.
Absolutely.
Because when you get that call, it's not a good call, I'm sure.
No, and that's why we answer the phone 24 hours a day.
Do you really? Oh, I'll put you on speed dial because it's inevitable that the air condition will break.
And it never breaks.
1 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, it never breaks Monday through Friday, 9 to 5.
Of course not. No, weekends.
Yeah, weekends or 6:30 on Friday night or when you least want it to. So we're there, you call us, you get a live person on the phone, never a machine. We have people that stand by 24 hours a day. We get somebody out to you. We've got over 60 trucks on the road, so we cover the entire Bay Area.
60 trucks. Wow. I mean, that's major coverage. Well, I mean, the good news is, when I call, I know that I'm going to get somebody. I mean, that was key that you just said that because it's very frustrating to not be able to get something repaired when you need it to repaired. And we want it repaired yesterday when it happens.
Oh, yeah. I get a lot of my competitors, customers on the weekends that call me because they can't get out there till Monday or Tuesday. We come out, same day, we fix the problem, same day for you.
And that really distinguishes you from the competition in this area, clearly.
Absolutely.
No, clearly. What else do you have? I know you guys have this no-risk guarantee. Can you tell me a little bit more about that?
Well, the no-risk guarantee is our guarantee that we're going to do the work right the first time, or we'll make it right. Because, I'd be lying to you if I said we were perfect. No company's perfect. But we have been around for 68 years. But
he's honest. That is the first time I've ever had anybody on the show say something that was so honest. Yeah. Because, it's you're working on it. So there may be something that you didn't see. Yeah, I love that. I got to say that. I love that.
We run about 20 to 25,000 service calls a year. So that means eventually we're going to make a mistake.
Right.
But what separates us from our competition is that guarantee.
You don't try to cover it up and say, oh, something else went wrong. You fix it.
If something happened, we'll make it right, or the work is free.
That's great.
And I can proudly say to this day, we always find a way to make it right.
No, that's awesome.
That's the important thing.
Awesome. Now, what about quality of products?
We stand behind all of our products. It's also part of the no-risk guarantee.
Okay.
We only install top-of-the-line materials, top-of-the-line equipment. Everything that we install, all of our employees have full training on from the factory, the manufacturers of the products themselves, so they know exactly what they're doing. All of our products come with our warranties, which all go above and beyond the manufacturer's warranties.
Okay.
So you have nothing to worry about there.
That's awesome. So there's also something, a buyback program? I'm not quite sure what that is. What
absolutely. Is that? Right now, for a limited time, we have a buyback program.
Okay.
So what that means is you can get up to $1,500 back for your old AC system towards the purchase of your new one.
Really?
It depends on what type of system you have and what type of system you're getting and the different efficiency ratings and things like that. But for a limited time, when you call us out there, we'll come out there for you for free, look at your old system, look at your home, do an energy audit, discuss with you your own needs. If you're looking at replacing it, what your cost would be. And then right now, we can actually give you up to $1,500 off of the new system for your old one.
Wow, I love deals. The audience knows I love deals. That sounds like a deal to me. Plus, it's great because, sometimes you don't want to make that investment, and you're kind of helping push people over the edge and say, hey, we're going to help you out here. We're going to give you something for what you have.
And this time of year is the best time of year to have it done, anyways, because most people, you never think about your AC unless it breaks down.
It's too late.
You don't think about your AC. We live in lovely Tampa, Florida, which means that the last few months of the year, it's always beautiful and 70 degrees outside and no humidity. It's great. But what that means is most people don't think about the AC.
Right.
This is actually the best time to replace it.
Then bang, the weather changes, and then your AC breaks.
Well, when we replace the AC, you don't want to be sitting around in a house that's 90 degrees all day while we do it.
Right.
So this is the time to do it. This is the time when all the manufacturers actually put most of their stuff out there. And right now, like I said, we can give you those rebates and incentives and help you out and make it more affordable for you.
That's great. Now, you mentioned something a minute ago, and I want to go back to it, the audit, the energy audit. What is that?
Well, basically, we're equipped to go through the home with you and look at your insulation levels,
Okay.
the different R values, which is just basically how you figure out what the insulation values are of your home, your utility bills, and give you a real estimate on what you're actually going to be saving when you make the upgrade. A lot of companies just throw out ballpark numbers and say, oh, we'll save you this much money, we'll save you that much money. We're equipped to actually go through the home with you, look at your utility bills, look at the R values of your insulation, not just what's in the attic, more than that as well, and figure out what you can really stand to save.
And how important is that? Because I can tell you, I've never done that. I mean, how important, how much money can you save? I mean, is it significant savings?
Absolutely. I mean, your power company tells you that your heating and cooling costs in your home in this region of Florida are about 60% of your utility bills at the end of the year.
Wow, I didn't know that.
So if you design it properly, we can actually design a system for you with our many financing options that actually pays for itself over the life of the system.
Wow. So it's kind of a no-brainer.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm like, couldn't think of a better word for that, but it is a no-brainer. You come in and you're gonna get the money back over the life of the system, which is fabulous.
If you design it properly, absolutely. The homeowner can see that money back in energy savings, so that way it's a no-cost investment into the home, and peace of mind. They don't have to worry about it. They can just turn the number, they know it'll work, they can be comfortable and enjoy the rest of their life.
So what are the two most important things that people should know when they're buying a new unit or in the market for one?
Well, when you're buying a new unit, the number one thing you have to realize is the most important thing is the company who's installing it.
Yeah.
It's not the brand of the equipment, it's nothing, it's the company who installs it. Because you can take the best piece of equipment in the world and have the worst person in the world put it in, it's not going to work right.
Right.
You have the worst piece of equipment in the world, but you have it put in perfectly by the right people, it'll outperform that other system. So you need to make sure the company who's installing it, A, make sure they're local, B, make sure they can come behind and service you afterwards in case there is an issue, which...
Right. Well, and I just want to stress this, because what I like about your company is there's checks and balances. The fact that you do the 200-hour in-service, just because somebody, hangs up a shingle and says, I'm an air conditioning man,
Yeah.
And people need to be careful of that, because I've had that issue. So, you learn from your mistakes. There's a reason that you've been in business for as long as you've been in business.
Absolutely. And, you said you've had that issue. A lot of homeowners have. But, fortunately, like with our company, we've done over 1,000 installs a year for the past several years.
Right.
So we know the code, we know the climate. Your home is not our proving ground. We're not going to be figuring out
Right.
how to put the system in when we go to the house. All of our guys use shoe covers to protect your home. They use drop cloths, so we leave your home cleaner than we found it, that type of thing. You don't have to worry about it. Make sure the company who's putting it in knows what they're doing. Make sure they stand behind it with guarantees. Make sure they have the training in place so you're not just dealing with somebody who's going to put it in, take the money, and run.
Right, you'll never see them again. Okay, so how do they find you? You sold me. So how do they find you? Because that's
Well, they
important.
can go to airrescue.com and they can get a hold of us, see all of our products there. They can actually schedule appointments there, or they can call us at 1-888-NEVER-WAIT.
24 hours, 7 days a week.
4 hours a day, 7 days a week.
Well,
Absolutely.
Thanks so much for coming on the show.
Thank you very much.
A lot of great
Kelly.
information.
Thank you.
GTE Financial's very colorful billboards are all over town. The ones that say, pays for your pad for a year. But what does that mean? Well, we'll tell you when we come back.